Hi and welcome to Tech Lab. By popular vote, today we will be reviewing 5 of the best gaming laptop deals you can currently get for under $1,250. All of these options can run games at 1080p and well within acceptable or even great frame rates, but offer a few different features you might find meaningful. Let us know which one is your favorite in the comments below, and if you're interested in more information or up-to-date prices, check the links in the description. First up today is a TUF laptop by Asus, the A15. While the main chassis, armrest, and keyboard deck are constructed of black plastic with a more subdued texture, the bottom and sides have a rougher dark grey surface. With almost no flex in the keyboard deck or lid, the build is solid overall. The black plastic's interior does however easily smudge. Weighing in at 5.1 pounds or 2.3 kilograms and at a 0.9 inches or almost 23 millimeters height, this isn't among the smallest options on this list, but definitely a portable and durable system. If you're a gamer and a tabs junkie, the Ryzen 4800H processor accompanied by 32GB of DDR4 memory puts out solid performance overall, and tackles tasks like gaming or video editing very well. The RTX 3050 Ti is a decent option for its value, and you can expect to run games like CSGO or GTA 5 at 1080p and maxed out settings without any issues. More demanding games like Cyberpunk or Red Dead Redemption do struggle a bit at higher settings, but at mid to low you will rarely drop below 60 frames per second. The A15 sports a 15.6 inches IPS display with 144Hz refresh rate supported by adaptive sync, but the response time is a bit slow and may introduce some input lag if you are used to something a bit faster. Like most modern laptops nowadays, this one also includes USB-C connectivity as well as the standard 3.5mm audio combo, HDMI, Ethernet and USB-A connections. Otherwise, the 720p webcam is a decent add-on we are seeing more and more manufacturers leaving out in their budget options. This option also includes a generous storage with 2TB internal solid-state drive, which is a big plus now that games and files in general tend to demand a lot of space. Overall, this is a solid and modern system capable of handling most games in 1080p at a mid to high settings as well as other demanding tasks. Next up is the infamous Legion 5 by Lenovo. This laptop chassis is entirely made out of plastic, lid, base and bottom, but with a rubberized finish which is pleasant to the touch and with next to no issues regarding smudging or fingerprints. Bezels surrounding the screen are thin and even house a webcam. Similar to the A15, Legion 5 weighs about the same and has more or less the same dimensions. This is another AMD system running the 4800H processor and 16GB of DDR4. It's not as powerful as the A15 at multitasking, but puts out an overall decent performance. However, this configuration runs a GTX 1660 Ti, beating the 3050 Ti by a few percent. With the 1660 Ti you can expect to run titles like CSGO or GTA 5 at maxed out settings flawlessly. Heavier titles like Cyberpunk or Red Dead Redemption are also very manageable in 1080p, but at low to mid settings. We are very happy to see the amount of connections on this laptop, with 4 USB-A ports, HDMI 2.0, Ethernet and 3.5mm audio, as well as a USB-C 3.2 Gen 1 DisplayPort. Additionally, the 1TB of fast M.2 PCIe SSD storage comes in very handy. Lenovo's Legion series is a titan among its peers, so it's no surprise that it manages to sneak into our top 5 lists again and again. Although the plastic chassis may feel a bit budget, the price for performance won't. Third on our list today is a great MSI system, the Katana GF66. Visually, the Katana GF66 holds true to its gaming identity, with a black and red color scheme and backlit keyboard. Following the traditional MSI design with an angled top bezel housing the webcam and huge grills for airflow. It's a few grams lighter than the other 2 previous laptops and a few millimeters higher. Generally speaking, portability isn't an issue at these dimensions, but having the computer in your lap or lugging it around everywhere might be a little tiresome if you are used to ultralight systems. Backed by a workhorse of a processor, the i7 12650H, and 16GB 3200 MHz of DDR4 memory makes for some solid performance overall. This system will handle demanding games as well as multitasking with ease. This one also features an RTX 3050 Ti, which we've found is good enough for most 1080p gaming, and holds its own in video and image editing. The display is a great-looking 15.6 inches 144Hz IPS screen with good color gamut and decent contrast. There aren't any shortages of connectivity either, with both USB-C and USB-A 3.2 Gen 1, HDMI 2.0, Ethernet and 3.5mm audio combo. You wouldn't miss much besides maybe support for a DisplayPort. Although 512GB is a little on a low end by today's standards, it's still an M.2 PCIe SSD which smooths out loading times. All in all, a very decent gaming laptop for a very decent price. The runner-up and value option on this is the Zephyrus 14 by Asus. Asus design of the Zephyrus 14 is both distinctive and unique. Generally the build quality is great, an aluminium lid and a magnesium alloy base with very little flex in either the lid or keyboard. Diagonally covering half the back of the lid are CNC drilled holes backlit by RGB and with a small Republic of Gamers emblem in the bottom left corner. Overall a very sleek and delicate design, flashy in just the right ways. Additionally the Zephyrus 14 is by far the most lightweight on our list today, weighing only 3.5 pounds or 1.6 kilograms and reaching 0.7 inches or roughly 18 millimeters in height. Hiding within the small frame is however a powerful gaming system. Sporting a Ryzen 7 5800HS and 16GB of fast DDR4 memory is impressive alone in this format, but the addition of an RTX 3060 puts this at the best performing laptop on our list so far. You can expect running games like CSGO or GTA 5 in 1080p with fully maxed out settings flawlessly. It even tackles more demanding games like Cyberpunk or Red Dead Redemption within the mid-range with steady 60+ frames per second. Even though the display is roughly an inch and a half smaller than our other options, it's got great color reproduction at 144 Hz and supports FreeSync, featuring not only one but two USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 connections with one supporting DisplayPort, as well as the additional USB-A, HDMI 2.0B, Ethernet and 3.5mm audio combo. This little thing got all of the essentials. Not to mention the generous 1TB M.2 PCIe SSD for storage. Asus has really created something great for the mid-range gaming enthusiasts on the go. Finally, our editor's choice for best performance and smart features is the Acer Nitro 5. Despite the plastic body, build quality feels very sturdy with little flex. The design is quite inconspicuous and clean with some colored lines crossing the backside of the lid and an etched Acer logo towards the bottom. The Nitro 5 is a bit chunkier than the other laptops reviewed in this article, weighing in at 5.5 pounds or 2.5 kilograms and at a 1.02 or roughly 26 millimeters height. It's rather impressive to see an i7 12700H processor paired with 16GB DDR4 memory at this price range, considering this laptop also includes an RTX 3060. These specs will net you steady 60 frames per second in performance-heavy games at 1080p with mid to high settings, and crush less demanding games like CSGO or GTA 5 fully maxed out. By far the best performing laptop of our reviews today, featuring the standard 3.5mm audio combo, HDMI, Ethernet and 3 USB-A 3.2 ports, as well as USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 covers all the essential connections, albeit the USB-C doesn't have DisplayPort support. The 144Hz IPS display is also a perfect fit in this system, with great viewing angles, contrast and color reproduction. Finally for storage you got a 512GB M.2 PCIe SSD. Even though it's on the smaller side of hard drives these days, it's sufficient and a decent choice over a less powerful GPU or CPU. As mentioned, this is our editor's choice today and by good margin the best performing laptop at this price. The few drawbacks like disk space and no DisplayPort evens out considering the power and performance. That concludes our list of the top 5 best gaming laptops under $1,250. If you are interested in more information or updated prices about these particular models, check the links down in the description below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content, and let us know what you would like us to review next down in the comments below. Until next time, have a great day.